የተከበራችሁ የሰላም ካቶሊክ ቴሌቪዥን ተመልካቾቻችን ቤተክርስቲያን በተልእኮ ላይ በተሰኘው በዛሬው ፕሮግራማችን ይዘን የቀረብነው በኢትዮጵያ በአዲስ አበባ የሚገኘው የፈረንሳይኛ ቋንቋ ተናጋሪ ምዕመናን የሚገለገሉበት ቤተክርስቲያን 50ኛ የወርቅ ኢዮቤልዩ እያከበሩ ስለሆነ ከነሱ ጋራ የምናደርገው ቆይታ ይዘንላችሁ ቀርበናል። ፕሮግራማችን ከመጀመራችን በፊት የፈረንሳይኛ ተናጋሪ ምዕመናን መሪ የሆኑት እዚህ ስቱዲዮአችን ድረስ የመጡት ክቡር አባ ዳዊት እዚህ ይገኛሉ። አባ ዳዊት እንኳን ደህና መጡ።
ቆንጆ ቆዩ።
በኋላ ራስዎን እንዲያስተዋውቁ ጠይቆታለሁ። እዚህ ደግሞ የዚህ ምዕመናን ምክር ቤት የቤተክርስቲያኑ አስተባባሪ የሆኑት ምክትል ሊቀመንበር ጆስሊን ይገኛሉ። እንደዚሁም ደግሞ አልበርት የመገናኛ ብዙሃን ኃላፊነት ወስደው የሚሰሩ በዚህ በኮሚኒቲው የሚያስተባብሩ በመካከላችን ይገኛሉ እና እንግዶቻችን እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ። እንኳን ለ50ኛው ዓመት ክብረ በዓል ለወርቃማው ኢዮቤልዩ እንኳን አደረሳችሁ እንላለን በሰላም ካቶሊክ ቴሌቪዥን ስም እና በጋራ በዚህ ቦታ ባንድ ላይ ሆነን ለሰላም ካቶሊክ ቴሌቪዥን ተመልካቾች ስለ እናንተ ቤተክርስቲያን ስለ እንቅስቃሴያችሁ ስለምትሰሩት መንፈሳዊ አገልግሎት የምትሰጡት መንፈሳዊ አገልግሎትና እንደዚሁም ሐዋርያዊ ተግባራት እንደዚሁም የተለያዩ ማህበራዊ ስራዎችም ትሰራላችሁ እና ከማህበራችሁ ከተመሰረተበት ጊዜ ጀምሮ እስካሁን ያለውን እንደዚሁ ትንሽ ታሪካዊ ቅኝት እናደርጋለን ወደ ኋላ። እንደዚሁም ደግሞ አሁን ማህበራችሁ ይህ መንፈሳዊ እንቅስቃሴ የሚያደርግ ማህበር ያለበት ሁኔታ የወደፊትም እቅዶቻችሁን እንግዲህ ታጋሩናላችሁ እና መልካም ጊዜ ለሁላችንም እየተመኘሁ ክቡር አባ ራስዎትን እንዲያስተዋውቁ ጠይቃለሁ። በኋላ የምንቀጥለው በእንግሊዝኛም ቢሆን አሁን ግን በአማርኛ ትንሽ ራስዎትን ቢያስተዋውቁ ደስ ይለናል።
በየኔ ተሰብር አማርኛ እሞክራለሁ። ግን አባ ዳዊት እባላለሁ እና ከቅዱስ ዮሐንስ ማህበር ነኝ። አምስት ዓመት በፊት በኢትዮጵያ መጣሁ እና ሲመጣሁ በዚህ ማህበር ፈረንሳይ ቋንቋ አገልግሎት ጀመርኩ። So I am Father David. I'm Father David, and I'm serving with my brothers, and especially with Abba Daniel Asefa, who is the chaplain of this French-speaking community. We are serving this community for me since 5 years, and the community before. So this to present myself.
Thank you. Can you say a few words about St. John community? You are based here in the Archdiocese of Addis Ababa and also engaged in different kinds of activities like in the youth ministry of the Archdiocese, but also teaching at the Interdiocesan Major Seminary at St. Francis.
Yeah. So we are here since 2009 in the diocese. We started mainly with youth summer camps in Awassa, and at this occasion Cardinal Brahane Jesus heard about us and asked that we came here to serve the church in Addis Ababa and in Ethiopia. And today we serve, as you said, in the youth ministry of Addis Ababa. We serve families. We have family program during the year and the family session in the summer also. We continue the camp as the beginning. We never stopped. And we have youth activity also in our compound. We have a new place since when I arrived in 2018. We inaugurated a new place where we have a chapel, a youth center to welcome programs, retreats. So we are today 6 brothers, 7 brothers. It's changing all the time with newcomers and those who go to continue their studies. But we are a good community, yes, to do the mission here.
Thank you. Maybe about your community in the future we may have also another session.
Maybe.
But now we are focusing on your ministry at the French community here in Addis Ababa. Thank you for introducing yourself to our viewers. And Jocelyn, can you introduce yourself?
Thank you, Abba. My name is Jocelyn, as you said already. I don't know if I have to say it, but I'm from Burundi, and I'm part of this community, Catholic community, speaking French. I'm part of it since 8 years, because I'm here since 8 years. And now I serve at the community as deputy chair of our community.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Abba Petros. My name is Albert Jigemde from Burkina Faso. And in the community, I'm in charge of communication. And I need to thank you first and thank all staff of Catholic TV and all people watching this TV at this moment.
Thank you, thank you. We are also very glad that you chose Pax Catholic Television to share or to let yourself know to other Catholic communities here. We are very glad that the 50th years anniversary of your community will be also broadcasted in the Catholic television, so that our viewers can have insight into your community, the activities you are engaged in. And of course, our viewers are interested to know when this community is established, a little bit insight into the historical background. I hope this will be a good question, to start with, so that our viewers can have some understanding, just to look back how the community is established and the historical facts, to share it with our viewers. Who will do this?
Okay, thank you, Abba Petros, for that. This community started more than 50 years ago, 51. It was born in 1972. The first initiative was not to create a Francophone community. It was to teach children from Lycée Gabriel Mariam, speaking French, catechism. And later on, in 1980, one priest named Andre, he was a Capuchin priest. He started to celebrate masses on Sunday. Then the community, the mass celebration was born after almost 9 years after the starting of teaching catechism to children speaking French or going to Francophone school, which is Lycée Gabriel Mariam. Later on, the community has been developed. It is also, I think, an opportunity to recognize to give a tribute to people who supported the establishment of this community. We don't know them. Because, we didn't see them, but we know them by names. So I can quote here Father Guy Billot, the French Capuchin who started to teach those children, and Father Charles André, a Capuchin as well, who began to celebrate Sunday Masses in French. I think we can also recognize the contribution of the members of the community, because this community cannot function without the Christians. Christians who join Addis Ababa duty station when they come from embassies, from African Union, from international organizations. When they learn about this community, they join. And also they support to establish a structure. So we have also chairs, different chairs. So it is also, I think, an opportunity to recognize the work well done by those different chairs, namely Simon Obgan from Cameroon. I think he was the first chair. And then Marie-José, she's from Burundi. And also Ambassador Epifania, she is also from Burundi. Amour Marie, he is from Benin. Dominique Nguessan from Côte d'Ivoire. And our current chair, Aléan Ngogam from Cameroon. We need also to recognize the valuable support from the different chaplains who have been supporting the community. The current one is Abba Daniel da Silva, but before him we have many of them. Maybe I can maybe read their names. First was from 1972 to 2008, Father Charles André for 35 years, and Abera Makebo, 2008 to 2009. He supported for 6 months. And third, Astriette Francois, 2009 up to 2013, 4 years. Daniela Silva, the current one, for 10 years now, 2013 up to now. And also, of course, the community of St. John, represented here by Abba David, who have been supporting the community since 15 years, since they came for their mission here in Addis Ababa. This is what I can say about the, I think, background and history.
It's very interesting that the community is established not as a chapel or a prayer group, but with catechism, as you mentioned, and later on the need for the French-speaking Catholic Christians who live in Addis Ababa. The priests, the Capuchin fathers, saw the need, and they started the Mass. And then that way the members of the community developed it, in the way that you explained it. It's very interesting. 50 years now, and then now looking back with gratitude, as you have mentioned, me giving also tribute to those who served. Maybe there are also some institutions who supported also this community, not only the church as the Capuchin fathers, but also the archdiocese was also very much involved, supporting the former cardinal, but also the Cardinal Brahne Jesus is very much also supporting the community, and maybe also other institutions where also the members are working, like the embassies of different countries. You work together with them as well, with some social ministries or for some some other activities probably, but also the UN people who are working there and the AU. That is a good moment to look back and thank those who contributed. Yeah, it's great. Maybe we will come back to some of the points later on, but you started rightly also to thank those who contributed to the establishment of the community. So to continue also with this Jubilee, you are preparing to celebrate it soon. So maybe it would be good to know a little bit highlight of the ministries in those years. Maybe Father David, you can give us insight into the ministry of the community.
Maybe, yeah, in general, I will not be precise on every step of the history, but as we said, the achievement was, the first was to give catechism in Lycée Gabriel Mariam, helped by some mother at the beginning, and after the starting, as we said, of the Mass, and I learned also from the history that it was a turning point when at the beginning, first the priest was the one to organize the community, to offer something for the faithful, and unfortunately they had a problem when they start to celebrate in a chapel. They had a problem to solve. I don't know what kind of disaster. This is what we can. But at this moment, the faithful gathered and starts to take the problem together, and from the committee to gather some money to solve this problem. And they say this is the beginning of the community. Before it was just a service for catechism and service from us. It started to be a community when the faithful started to involve themselves. And today, we continue to work with this committee. We are, I don't know, around 8 and more people involved in different areas of the community, namely the liturgy, catechism, social action, finance, so different things like this, and the people take communication, people take some responsibilities. And so this is one of the achievements when the community became a community. Mm-hmm. And slowly, I think, already we were giving sacraments, but youth chaplaincy for those who finished after confirmation, to continue to have some kind of support to continue to grow in their faith. We developed also some retreats, annual retreats for the members of the community. We do it before Christmas, we do it before Easter. We developed also some social supports, caritative action when we make collect during Lent season, especially. We can support orphanage, we can support MC Sisters Action, schools. Every year we choose something, some needs in Ethiopia where we can help. Recently we decided also to not do the collect only once a year, but to do it also every month. We make a collect to continue to support some social needs. This is today the main achievement, I can say, and we are going to celebrate the 50 years of the community, and it will be also an achievement and also an open road to continue the mission.
Yes. Maybe if there are some other points you want to add to this?
It's not to that, but maybe to the first question, that we are not a parish. We operate under international parish, which is a Holy Savior. This, I think, need to be just to clarified. Yes, for other things.
Yes, it's of course this the French-speaking community is part of the international community. We have and then functioning under the Holy Savior, indeed. But there are also other language-based communities, like English-speaking is also functioning under the Holy Savior parish. But your community have its own priests who are serving the community, but also the lay faithful as parish council or as a community leaders are also functioning. So thank you for that clarification. Yes.
And on the history, I think I read that the sisters of Nazareth School were also part of the team which was teaching catechism at Lycée Gabriel Mariam. I think this is why maybe we celebrate our Sunday masses at the same location, the chapel. Yeah. I think.
Yeah. So you were mentioning about the big achievements, or the so to say, also the activities of the community, the celebrations, the liturgy. Is the main activity. Actually, on Sunday you have the celebration at Nazareth School, chapel. I mean, in the community of the sisters there, and then also you have social action. You have mentioned. We will come back to it later on, specifically where these activities are done.
We can add also that recently, last year, we started also family program, Family Sunday, to help the families to grow in faith together. And so we have sometimes a program before the Mass with some kind of teaching, and we have the Mass all together with special program during the Mass for the young children to follow something about the Bible, the homily adapted for them. And we continue with a lunch, some games, and we finish with adoration. So this is also a new program, the last program we can say. And during also the history, we had the Alpha program for evangelization, and this also may be something to continue in the
coming period. Yeah, the members, we have mentioned that they are come from different countries. And can you give us a little bit insight into that as well, so that at least our viewers can have an idea, and later on maybe we will come back to the activities for the family shade, but also for the children activities you might have also. But just to know a little bit about the members, the participants who are coming to the community.
Okay, thank you. As she said earlier, we have around 20 communities, 20 nationalities, and they came from embassies and international organizations. We have many diplomats from around 20 countries, and staff working in particularly in EU Commission and UNECA, and also the members of the families. And as you know, we are a dynamic community and multicultural also, and it is a community which changes and moves a lot. So you can now see that we have some challenges and opportunities according to the diversity and the specificity of this community. The majority of the members are in Addis Ababa for a very limited period, for around 3 or 5 years for the diplomats, and maybe at AU and in UNICA we can have some members who can have more than 5 years in Addis Ababa. Therefore, we are continually redoing many things. For example, for the bureau, for choristers and catechists. So, I don't know, maybe my sister and my brother Benoit David will have something to add, but this put in light the opportunities, because we have more things to share inside, and also people who come to visit us in our community can have something. They didn't go back without something. They always have something to go back, and something also for us. So I think that this is something to share with Ethiopian and all people living here during our celebration, the celebration of our 50 years anniversary. So I will let my sister and brother add something.
Yes, Albert, I think he said it. It is a multicultural community, and from Africa and also from outside of Africa, from West, for example, West Africa, Central Africa. We have many countries which speak French as work language, but also we have outside of the continent, people from French, of course, from Belgium, from Canada, and also people...
also from USA, we have some people who like French, who came to our church to celebrate with us. So we also have some English countries, people who come to celebrate with us.
Yes, depending on their background, that if they have learned their catechism in French, it is always better to celebrate in a language that you understand. So I think the challenges of the fact that people come for short term is one of big challenges, and also challenges linked to our background, our different background. Catechism is not taught same. It is not uniform everywhere. So we have to adapt to have one line of action from different cultures, different background. Sometimes this is a very difficult. Sometimes Abba David can have also some challenges. We, for example, sometimes even currently we're discussing about to adapt our teaching or our catechism on also on the context of Africa, which is a challenge. We are not yet there, but we start to discuss on that.
So it's amazing that you have members who are coming from 20 nationalities, 20 different countries. Even they bring all not only the language but their cultural background, but also even Catholicity is universal, but still you have some accent difference. but all coming together, and to keep all this together is a challenge, but it's also an opportunity to learn from each other and to know also the culture of the other.
You can see especially when there is a feast, you know.
Yeah.
When we make a feast at the end, for Easter especially, for family Sundays, people bring their food, and you have a buffet with a lot of food, different kind of cultural food. Yes. Very interesting. And you have to include even Ethiopian, you know, because I discovered that in Ethiopia there is a lot of people who like French, to speak, or even to listen, and you have during the Mass some people who come to listen the Mass in French. Yes. Maybe they cannot speak, but they want to pray and to listen with the French. That's funny also in our community.
Yeah. So this is very colorful and very diverse, and enriching also to each other. But spiritually also they bring different kinds of, the singing in the liturgy is also maybe colorful, and also other aspects of also spiritual life they bring in. It's very interesting.
I think that many people who come in our community, when they leave, they say how warmth is the atmosphere of this community, because we are few members. I can say we are not a big community with maybe 300 totally, but every Sunday we are maybe 150 people at Mass, and we can know each other. And this is interesting. The people who live many times, they say, I will not forget this community. And also the liturgy, as you said, the liturgy, the music, the songs, it's a challenge to rebuild with new people again, but it's really an opportunity, and the richness of the community that we bring from many countries. So sometimes we don't sing in French, we sing in Lingala, in Kiswahili, and other languages of Africa.
Yeah. The rhythm is even different, because from Europe, from our brother here, maybe their masses, not rhythm as Africa. So in Africa we like the rhythm. So people need to come together and one day sing these very rhythmic songs. Another day those slow songs. So maybe some of us don't like the slow songs, and some of us don't like the rhythmic song, but we have to have the unity, and then as we are unified by the Holy Spirit, we make it.
Yes. This shows that in the course of the years, the community developed. The nature of the community is different, but still the diversity is celebrated together. So I think now when you celebrate also the 50th anniversary, it will be also very colorful and dynamic and diverse, as you do it also during the Sunday celebrations when you come together. Yes. The challenge you have mentioned earlier, that the members are not staying long, that is true. But those who are staying long, they keep, the community going, and then they transfer it to the others. This is also a big thing, a continuity. There is continuity in the community, and at the same time, those who meet each other during the celebrations in those 3 years or 5 years. They build a relationship, they build some kind of connection. So that's also, even if people stay for a short period of time and they go, and they have friends, and they make friends, and they make, they are connected with the faithful. Maybe in those 50 years, we may not have a record, but there are tens of thousands of people participated, served by the community, I think. Yeah.
As you say, there is no record. God knows.
Yes, there is a friendship which is developed, as you say. For example, for our celebration of 50 years of anniversary, we are planning to invite the previous chairs, like 3 or 4 chairs, former chairs of the community.
The chairperson of the leadership,
who used to lead the community, like about 3 or 4 people, to come to be part of the ceremony. So you understand that the friendship is developed. Also, there are some activities, fraternities, which our brothers St. John are trying to establish. I think we have been able to establish some. It is still a challenge, but at least it is coming. And in some activities, for example, he gave an example of Alpha. When we are in this kind of activities, really it is a moment to share the word of God, but also to share food as Jesus and his apostles. So, and we develop a fraternity and friendship, and we support each other. We do our best. I think this is something which we cannot omit to say.
For the young people, it's also an opportunity for children, for example, coming from France, coming from some other African countries. They meet each other in this community, in catechism or in other, and then they see also that the church is universal. Wherever you go, it's the same liturgy and the same structure of catechism and sacraments. And so this brings us to the current situation of the community. You have mentioned already that the liturgy is every Sunday, and then otherwise you have also other ministries like catechism for the children. And
so every Sunday before the Mass, even this may be reshape according to the current situation. We have to adapt to the people. So until now we made it before the Mass, the catechism, and we follow with the Mass. What else we have as a youth chaplaincy? So they have also gathering, formation, outing. Sometimes also one weekend they can have one weekend of formation together. And, so youth chaplaincy is a brother with some lay people of the community who organize this.
And this is very important for the young people, especially. They are going to different schools here, but they meet each other in the weekend, but also when you organize different activities. Young people nowadays, they have their own activities. Their agenda is full still, but the community is striving to give them faith formation. That's very important. Yeah.
And that's good to see that they take their place in the community. Yeah. You see, they have their contribution. It may be in the reading, it may be in songs, it may be in the technical parts. Sometimes I remember I asked in their group, who knows to use this mixer for the sound system? And I had 2 or 3 interested. They made a formation and they managed to use it for the benefit of the community. So we have always to find their place and to let them take their place in the community.
Yeah, this year, for example, we have I think 2 or 3 youth candidates for catechism to teach other children catechism. We have also we had last year or previous years also young girls and boys committed to teach catechism to other children, to smaller.
Yes. There are many volunteers, I suppose. Young people, families or parents are helping with the children, with the camp or whatever activities the community organize. Yeah. And you have mentioned also that you have a group of people volunteering to work on charity, different kinds of charity activities you have in the community.
So what we do is that we have a committee responsible to listen and to welcome those who are in needs, and to discern what we can do to help them. So for this, it's connected with the collect we do every month, and we do also during Lent season. And for this, we welcome these people and we help them in the way we can. We try always to help them, not just to give money, but to try to help them to achieve something and to build something in their life, to not be purely dependent of the community, and to find independence. And also every year or so we look for new place we can help. If there is a school who needs some materials, if there is some clinic or orphanage, we gather. Also the faithful can bring some clothes or different things we can offer to those who are in need. This is what we do in our community for social charity, caritative work.
Yes, it's very important for the local setting, but also those who come from other countries, but they are French-speaking people. I remember also some time ago, the French community helped people who come from other French-speaking countries, who are here for a period of time, or who are in trouble or traveling. Refugees. Yeah. So the members are not only diplomats, but also other members who are in need as well. So that's a very important work. And then that way also the social cohesion is developed in that way. From all walks of life, people can come and participate. It's an open door for all. That's very important.
Yes. I need to add that we have, during the years, we had around 3 or 4 financial support and in-kind donation to orphanage and other person who need help. So for our commemoration, 50 years commemoration, we will have a donation like this. So it's to say that every time we keep in our mind that some people need help, and if we can, we don't hesitate.
This is also part of our ministry as a church. Caritas is at the center of the ministry of...
It is the conviction we are in a country where there is a lot of need, and we have to share and to contribute.
To raise also other aspects, when you mention about family, about youth group especially, your youth group, I don't know if there were some occasions where the community members of the French-speaking community or youth with the local youth group, like your community as St. John, you are serving also for local youth and the kind of gathering together. For example, for us as a Catholic Archdiocese, we have this Christ the King Feast. In the weekend of this year is the 2nd and the 3rd of December. We will have a youth concert, a youth activity, and we strive also to bring all young people, not only just the local parishes, but also international. And so maybe a good occasion to create some kind of sharing, and it can be also an enrichment for the use for both sides. This can be also a possibility. So to connect with the local church. I mean.
And you're right. We are in the middle. The community of St. John. We are in the middle. So that's happened also that we connect together to program. We made it previous years, and it's a good invitation for Christ the King.
Yes, an exchange of the local use, but also this use the international, and you get connected, and then these young people after 5 years or 7 years they leave this country, and you can establish a relationship which lasts forever. I mean, for the life of someone. So it's also good. I mean, not only occasionally to have some kind of exchange. I mean, yes, good. So coming to the feast, the main, the celebration, the purpose of our coming together is the Golden Jubilee. And can you say a few words about how the celebration will take place, and a little bit the setting and the date and the people who are invited to come, and it's an important occasion. So you have prepared it well, I suppose, and all of you, 3 of you, can tell us some more about into.
I will start. So for this celebration, we have 2 days. We will start on Saturday 14th of October, and we will finish on 15th. And we will start by a little ceremony of opening, and we will have, I think, some speech. And after that, we will have a big show and exhibition. As we said earlier, we have more than 20 nationalities, so we will have many things to present, and we will have many things to share. We have exhibition of cultural, for example, some clothes, and we also have food from many countries. We also have our children. We show something. We will have some dancers and other things from Ethiopia and from our many countries. So it's an opportunity to invite all Addis Ababa people to come to discover our community, our nationalities, and also to come for exhibition or to share something. They can also come to have stands. It's open. Everybody can come for exhibition and to share all things we can have in Ethiopia and in other countries. Yeah.
Thank you. So thank you for the invitation. I think the viewers have heard it, and then they are welcome.
A big tent outside to celebrate. In fact, we cannot do it in the chapel, so we use the place of the school, and it's huge, so we will have the place to have some stands for presentation of different cultural things, and the tent for the celebration, and the show we will have. I think maybe we can say some few words in French pour les gens qui parlent en français et qui écoutent le programme, pour vous inviter d'une façon spéciale aussi à cette fête des 50 ans. Donc, qui aura lieu à Nazareth School, comme vous l'avez entendu, donc près de 10 km à Arad Kilo et Sabadareja. Et vous êtes les bienvenus pour partager en tout cas toutes les richesses culturelles de notre communauté francophone qui seront présentées ce samedi 14 et dimanche 15 octobre au lieu où nous célébrons habituellement. Et vous êtes toujours invités même à nous rejoindre dans nos célébrations.
Yes, thank you. To conclude our conversation on the occasion of the Golden Jubilee, when you look back, then you get inspiration for the future and also the present. Do you have some plans, and short-term plan or long-term plan after this Jubilee, as you prepare to start the next 25 years or the next 50 years, reaccentuation of the activities, the ministries you are engaged in? This is an opportunity also to share it with your community members.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So when we look back, I think first we see the courage of the people who started the community during years and to build slowly this community. And so we pray each Sunday to give thanks for those who were involved and also to bless those who are involved today in this community. And this shows us that the community is for French-speaking people. So I think every people speaking French in Addis Ababa have an interest in this community, and we have to take care of them. And you say that we are in the program of Church in Mission, and I think this is our mission today for the French-speaking community, to be in mission for them, to be able to receive them, to go to them. And I think the French-speaking community is huge in Addis Ababa, so there is many people, and only few, I think, know Christ and enjoy the joy to know Christ, the joy of the gospel, I said Pope Francis. So one of the achievements, maybe one of the short and long-term plan of this community is to be more aware of these people outside of the church, and to be ready to welcome them, to integrate them, to make them, to give them connection with Christ, and to live this life we already share together as a community and personally for each members. We want also to continue to develop and structure the catechism program, because it is a challenge of every year for this, and to structure our capacity also to help the Ethiopia, the people who need, and to have a humanitarian program according to our capacity. But we have to think about it. But I think, yes, we made Alpha program is evangelization, and we made it before, and I think this is something we need to continue also. I shared with the chaplain also just before, and I asked, what do you think about long-term program and the short-term program? And he told me this. So we share this also. I think it's important for all the French speakers in Addis Ababa.
Yes, it's good. Is there anything to include in your plans?
I think he said all. We also, in addition to welcome new people, we need to develop our humanitarian action in coordination with the relevant partners, relevant organizations, because we see we have a lot of needs, but our action need to be reflected and increased. Also, we need to develop our financial capacity using our own contribution, but also fundraising to try to respond to the needs that are expressed usually why we don't have capacity to meet them, to afford what is required. So the development also of catechism is necessary because of this challenge of people who come for short-term assignments. It affects the regularity of teaching catechism, and volunteers are not many, so we need also to encourage. Maybe people need to do that, but they don't know. We need to train them. For example, there is also a new program that Father Davis is bringing to teach people who are preparing to get married. So this is also something that we need to put in place, but which need also specific teaching for that mission. So we have many dreams and limited capacity, but we think that all is a gift of Holy Spirit. Because if we look back from 50 years up to now, many things have been done, but we don't even realize that we are in a community which has been there for 50 years. But it is a continuity, despite of the departure of people. It is like nothing has happened. Because sometimes we see someone is going, someone who was very committed is leaving, we think, who will replace him? Who will replace her? But God gives another one to replace. It is a continuity, but also we have the challenge also to try to motivate the Christians to be committed to that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing this.
Nothing more to say, just to reiterate our invitation and to say just it's a chance for us to be here in Addis Ababa during this important year because as we say, we have many people who came and gone, and we are here for to celebrate 50 years. It is maybe, I don't know, only God knows. So we have to be here, who from the community and also you to come to discover. We will have a film from our community, I think. You can come to watch it and to have more information about our community and to know what is the opportunity for all people living in Addis Ababa.
Thank you for your time and your sharing and the insights you gave us concerning the community of French-speaking here in Addis Ababa, and it is very special that you are celebrating the 50th anniversary in the time where His Holiness Pope Francis called the Universal Church to reflect on the synodality of the Church after the journey of the Church. After Vatican II, the Church journeyed, but now the Pope is asking to reflect and take time on how the community is functioning, how the participation is, and then about the mission. These three important pillars where the Holy Father is asking each community to reflect on. And for you, after the 50 years of journey, you are doing the same now to see where we have to strengthen the community, the sense of community, the union, but also the participation, those who are outside of the community, how to welcome them. But through these two important reflections, also the mission of the Church, the mission of the community, you are reflecting on, and I think it is also a special occasion to celebrate your 50th anniversary to develop and to you have many dreams and aspirations for the coming years. And as Pax Catholic Television, we wish you a blessed celebration of the 50th anniversary in the coming period. The preparation is now undergoing, but we hope also to be with you on those days, the 14th and 15th of October, to broadcast also the program through our television, and so that the Catholic viewers, Catholic TV viewers can have also can participate or can have insight into the celebration. የተከበራችሁ የካቶሊክ ቴሌቪዥን ተመልካቾቻችን ይህ በቤተክርስቲያን በተልእኮ ላይ የተሰኘው ፕሮግራማችን በዛሬው ዕለት ያቀረብናቸው እንግዶቻችን ከዚሁ ከአዲስ አበባ የፈረንሳይኛ ቋንቋ ተናጋሪ የካቶሊክ ቤተክርስቲያን በአዲስ አበባ በመድኃኔዓለም ቁምስና ስር የሚተዳደረው የማህበር ነው፣ መንፈሳዊ ማህበር እና እዚህ ተገኝተው ከኛ ጋር ቆይታ አድርገዋል። ስለ ማህበራቸው ስለሚያደርጉት እንቅስቃሴ ሁሉ ገልጸውልናልና በሰላም ካቶሊክ ቴሌቪዥን ስም ምስጋናችንን እናቀርባለን። እናንተም በየቤቱ ይህንን ፕሮግራም ተከታትላችሁ ስለዚህ መንፈሳዊ ማህበር ስለዚህ ቤተክርስቲያን ግንዛቤ እንዳገኛችሁበትና የበለጠ ደግሞ ስለዚህ ኮሚኒቲ አውቃችሁ መሳተፍ የምትፈልጉም ደግሞ መሳተፍ የምትችሉበት ሁኔታ ፈጥረናል ብለን እናምናለን እና ስለ ነበረን ጊዜ እግዚአብሔርን ያመሰገንን ይህ የዛሬው ፕሮግራማችን በዚህ እናጠቃልላለን። የእግዚአብሔር ስም የተመሰገነ ይሁን።